Hey, good morning. We are in Acts chapter 9, and another incredible transformation, life transformation, is about to take place. Acts chapter 9, beginning in verse 1. Meanwhile, Saul, who later becomes Paul, was still breathing out murderous threats against the Lord's disciples. He went to the high priest and asked him for letters to the synagogues in Damascus, so that if he found any there who belonged to the way, the church, those who were followers of Jesus, whether men or women, he might take them as prisoners to Jerusalem. As he neared Damascus on his journey, suddenly a light from heaven flashed around him. He fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" Incredible beginning of a story here of this life transforming event that would not just transform Paul's life, but would transform the world. Changed my life. Paul becomes an apostle to the Gentiles, which you're either Jew, or if you're not a Jew, you're a Gentile. And the apostle Paul, who was a persecutor of Christians, he stood and watched in approval, and by his authority, Stephen was stoned to death. And this story, I guess it kind of shows us two things, probably a lot more, but two in particular that jump out to me here this morning. First of all, Jesus never stops pursuing us. He pursued you, he pursues me, he pursues all people. And in fact, God sent him to earth, right, in the form of a baby. He lived to be a man. He died for us and rose from the grave. I mean, he came to pursue us, but he pursues us individually as well in various ways. I mean, we probably wouldn't have a light flash around us and him speak out of that light, but he's pursued us in other ways. And the other thing that jumps out at me is that not just that he pursues us, but no one is so bad that he would stop pursuing you. No matter what we've done, no matter what our past has been like, no matter what our present is currently, he's pursuing us. He wants us. He wants us to become his, to put our faith in him, to know him, to love him, because he loves us. And that also reminds me, not only can I not have something in my life that's too bad for him to pursue me, but so do the people around me. Jesus is pursuing them, and he may want to pursue them through me. And so even my worst enemy deserves to hear the gospel because Jesus is pursuing them. Let him use you to pursue somebody, no matter how awful they have been. Let Jesus use you to be his conduit of pursuit for somebody else. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.